Hey guys and gals, welcome to Sweet Project Cars with cool, trick, and affordable ways for the do-it-yourselfer and for my friend who hates this, simple ways. Alright, what we're doing today is working on technology for the BOOMZILLA project.
Buscar en el show más de la descripción de video para todas las herramientas.
Technology. We've got to have some technology in it, updated a little. It's a 1999 truck, and we want to add a little bit of not too expensive stuff, but you know, guys especially are going to be the ones that want to buy that vehicle, so they like trinkets and toys and gadgets. So what we're going to do is add a phone holder. And this is one of the best ones we've found. It's awesome. It's got a little button on the back side. You hit that and it opens. You can close it and tighten it down on the phone. We're going to add that to the dash, and that's going to cover our cigarette lighter hole. So that's going to work perfect for doing that. And we're going to add the panel here for all of the plugins, the USB ports, for those that like to charge their phones and whatnot that way. It has an on and off switch. We have the standard 12 volt plug-in for those that want to light up their stogies or what have you. And then this is the voltmeter, reads in digital, and that'll go there like that. We're going to mount this in the panel on the dash. We're going to make up the harness for these switches and plug-ins. We're going to be adding in a top of the line. This is probably one of the best ones we've ever used, and it is a dash cam. It has every bell and whistle you can think of. It has the rear camera right here, and that can go right on the back window and point towards the boom area. And it also has the camera here for near the license plate if we desire to wire it back there. But this dash cam is one of the best you can buy, and I think it's going to be a huge addition to this truck. They'll be able to see what's going on with a 4K digital recorder. You're going to be hearing us talk a lot about this Rexing dash cam. So that's a big one for us right here. All this technology. And we want to thank Rexing for sending that to us to be able to put in the truck. And we want to thank ourselves for picking up this phone holder. Like I said, it'll hold pretty much any iPhone or large phone with even an OtterBox on it. And you just clamp that on there. And it's got a real solid mount. Now let's get busy on this right here. We're going to do this up right here, get this in the panel. We're going to make up these right here, the wire harness for each of these. Let's do it. We need 3 of them, roughly that length. Most likely the best wire strippers and the best wire crimpers in the entire universe right here. These things are, I'll say it, these are the bomb. So are these. This is our power jumper wire that'll go to truck power. Don't know if we need to. I want to do the plug-in like this. We'll see if we need it. We can cut it off if we don't want it. You can't pull that off there either. Now, we've got to figure out exactly how to mount this in the panel and still leave room in the metal for the screws. That's going to be the challenge. Now you have to remember, these are on the back side, so they're taking up some of that room back there as well. So what we're going to do, set the panel up here. We marked an X on it where we want it. We have limited space in there. The ECM is over here on the inside of the dash. We put an X right here. That's where this is going to go. Pretty much center of that right there. Now we can't cut this out to full width because it'll just fall through. We want it about right there. And we will measure it to make sure it's fairly square. Looks pretty good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to mark where the holes are so that we don't cut too far. And the pick on an angle like this is awesome for this. Way better than a straight scribe. Alright, there's our holes. Alright, what I did was I marked out where the holes where the bolts go. Like that. That looks pretty square. Now all we have to do is take the Dremel and cut this piece out. Now you could hole saw each one of these in there, but then you better make sure it's dead on. You've got no room to move after you do that. So it better be, you don't want it crooked. I'm going to mark it with the Dremel in here in my office. Alright, there is our marked out area. I'm going to take this out, cut it the rest of the way out, radius the edges a little bit, and then we'll bring it back in and see if it fits. How does that sound? Alright, we got it cut out. Of course, I had to show it to you in fast speed, just to show you it could be done. Alright, we ran into one problem. The screws are not going to go into such heavy gauge steel, so we're going to use self-tappers, and they look good in the bracket. So looks good. And if you didn't like that look, it looks good for a truck. Alright, she's mounted solid. We'll see what we got on the back side here. There you go. And then we get to go put that fun thing in. This is going to be awesome. I'm telling you. People are going to love it. Especially when they see you didn't cut corners. Little bit means a lot when you're trying to resell. So I'm going to get this all fixed up and done. I'll get all the wires plugged on because we've got them all made up. I got to do a few grounds and then we'll go mount it in the truck and wire it up. Alright, she's all wired up, ready to go. We've got our two jumper wires here to go into truck power and truck ground. We're going to go hook this thing up in the truck. Alright. there it is. Turn it on. And I'll show you what we got back here. We had just enough room. There's the computer, ECM, and there's the mounted rig. It looks good. And then this, of course, is going to go over that right there. And the phone holder will go on there, out of the way of the cup holder. And then our prize item that we're going to be talking a lot about, because this thing is so state-of-the-art it's not funny, but our dash cam. So we're pretty excited about that. This is the best dash cam you can put your hands on right here, period. So let's get this phone mounted and go from there. Then for the dash cam. All right, the phone holder is in and it is on there, solid. Okay, you can tighten up anything on it you want. You want to move it up, down, you just loosen this bolt here and it'll swing up. You want it up there, you want to swing it down. This here swivels. You can turn it whichever way you want. You want it like that. You want it up and down like that. But this will hold just about any size phone. So we're excited about that. We think that the new owner is going to love all the little trinkets. Let's go work on our Rexing dash cam. All right, here's the dash cam, our Rexing dash cam. Now, because the glass on the front of this truck is so flat, we have to do some, you know, fabricating, because the bracket is made for more of a regular car. If I tilt this to mount it to the glass, it would be like that. So I'm going to make a plexiglass angled bracket and silicone it to the top of the glass up here, and then it'll set just like that, nice and perfect, right angle. But sometimes you got to do this kind of fabricating when you're doing weird vehicles like old BOOMZILLA. Now, if we want the in-cab camera on there, we just do this. There it is. And it shows me holding the camera at the camera. Like I said, you're not going to get a better self-looping camera system for your car or anywhere, really. Car, truck, diesel, motorhome, semi, than this rig right here. Once I get this mounted, I'll show you how I did it. But I'm going to take a piece of plexiglass or Lexan and make up a really cool bracket that'll make this thing look beautiful. All right, we got the bracket done. What we did is took a piece of 3/16 Lexan, cut it on a table saw to the exact width and length we wanted, and it was all fabrication. And then we put the straight piece of Lexan in the vise, warmed it up with a heat gun, and slowly bent it to the angle that we needed, and now it's perfect. We have the hood open, as you can see, and it is at the right angle. Now the lens on this high-tech dash cam rotates in the front, so you can turn it any which way you want. So if I reach around here, I can push this up, I can go up with it, I can go down with it, right, left, and this snaps right out of there. It comes right out. All you got to do is pull up on it evenly. Now the cool part about this is that they give you another bracket that you can put in another car, so you can move your dash cam back and forth to whatever car you want to be in. Now we'll snap in the interior cam, and now we have the interior cam showing. But it's perfect. It looks great, and we're happy with it. We used the strongest silicone glue known to man. That bracket is on there. It sat overnight. It is not coming off there unless you want it off there, when you're going to have to use a razor blade and get busy. But there you go. That's what fabrication will do for you. Now we have our mounted panel here, and it is very square. We have our phone holder. It's beautiful. We're coming along. All we got to do is clean up that catastrophe right there. This is all done here, but we're getting it. Thanks for sticking with us in this series. Now you have to go to the show more where the tools are listed and see the link for this and go and read up on it. It does so much, it's not even funny. Seriously, you've got to go read up on this. If you want the best of the best, this is it right here.